Hello, good day, and welcome back to Auto Transport Intel. This is State of Car Hauling. It is noon. It is Friday, May 29th. And we're just going to do a quick update the auto auction dealer carrier news. Well, first, we're going to check in with the news, then we're going to check in with Ty, man on the street. So, thanks again for joining me today. And please do remember to like, share, subscribe. And if you've got a question, send it on over in the live chat. Or you can email me, autotransportintel@gmail.com. Remember to comment below and read the video description for more information. Okay, so what do we got today? We have, and Ty, let's see here. Let me make sure you can see my screen. Let's go ahead and click that. Are you with me? Can you see my screen? All right, awesome. Okay, there we go. I got your audio on. All right, well, we're going to start with good news. We like to do that. That's what the purpose of State of Car Hauling is. Hey, Carlos Braxton, ACB Logistics, Joseph McCleary. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and saying hello in the live chat. I appreciate that a lot. This show was created to try and give an update on what's happening with car shipping and COVID. More good news. Nevada governor greenlights June 4 reopening of casinos in Vegas. That is huge news. And I'm hoping that's the right move. I think that's probably the right move. You know, they're going to be pretty careful. Of course, it's a lot of space to try and keep safe. But great news. I'm glad to see that. Tesla has cut car prices in North America and China. Now, everybody's cutting prices, all the OEMs, automakers, you know, and prices are dropping, values are dropping. So it's good to see that Tesla's in there too. But Tesla is poised to really scoop up a lot of the model, I think it's the Model X. Yeah, Model S sedans at $75,000. Model X, the SUV, was at $80,000, and they're cutting that by 5%. The Model 3 is the cheaper sedan. Very popular model. So that's good news for Tesla. Carvana, this is interesting. Saw this on LinkedIn. I think you shared this with me, Ty. So here are some steps that Carvana is pointing out in this new phase, right, of safe home delivery. Number one, driver's license confirmation. So their Carvana customer advocate will ask the customer to send a selfie with their driver's license. Number two, vehicle sanitation. Carvana will unload the vehicle, then use sanitizing wipes on the keys, shifter, and steering wheel. Well, I'm excited about, we've got Ride Clean coming up in a couple weeks on Tuesday nights live. That's going to be amazing. Test spin. Carvana will leave the paperwork with a pen and keys inside the vehicle. Take it for a test spin. So there you've got the vehicle at home and the paperwork. And if you like it, call Carvana, or Carvana will call you to walk you through signing the documents that were left in the vehicle. Then once the paperwork is signed, place the registration envelope along with the titles and checks in a secure spot for Carvana to come pick up. And if everything's good to go, Carvana will complete the purchase in the system and give a call and say thank you. That is touchless. That is actually that seems like a pretty good concept for a system. We'll stay tuned with that. Home delivery. Now, we're talking about auto auctions, of course, and, hey, what's going on? Ola Oi, hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning into the live chat. Danny B is here. Thank you, Danny B. Appreciate it. Hope you guys find this information helpful, and please do let us know what's going on with you. Auto auctions taking everybody's taking, safety precautions. This is the Motley's Richmond Auto Auction. And this ended up in Auto Remarketing as an article. But the big news comes from Manheim. Now, Manheim is talking about safety, simulcast, waiving fees. And you can learn more about it. You can actually go to this ManheimTools.com TLC Learning Center. This is pretty cool. But what is wild news is in Ward's Auto, this CEO, Sandy Schwartz, head of Cox Automotive, Manheim owner, he said, when asked if the day will come when Manheim reopens its nationwide chain of auto auctions, he said, I hope not. Wow. Now that's 80, we're talking about 80 nationwide Manheim auctions. Now obviously we know the reasons why he might say this, but the fact that he said it, I know 6 months ago, we were at trade shows where there were executives that worked at large auctions that said, no way will that ever happen. No way. I heard him say it. And then you've got, I mean, there are even more, like this Lane-X bid. This is another article in Auto Remarketing offering virtual auto auction with 360-degree condition reports. Want to learn more about it? Go to lanex.bid. Would love to get him on the show to learn more and have an interview. And I also want to share this. You know, there are a lot of great places online to get information. And that's what Auto Transport Intel is all about. And I'm happy to share other people with great information. Go to vauto.com, their learning center. It's all kinds of stuff. Now, vAuto is a Cox automotive company. And with them furloughing so many employees, this is a great time to learn. Find out what it's going to take to go into the next phase. And by the way, you don't want to miss Monday, June 1st, 7 p.m. Central Time, is the Cars on the Move monthly roundtable. What I'm going to do, I'm going to dig up that, let's see here. I think this is, well, you can go to autoconversion.net and sign up. I'm going to share the link for the insider email here in a second. But, in fact, go here, do this. Here you go. Here's the link. The link is in the live chat on YouTube. Click that link, join the roundtable. It's going to be great. So now, that's it, Ty. That is the news. We are now going to Ty, man on the street. Hang on one second. Let me full screen here. We are live. What's going on? Oh, wait, not that. What is going on, Ty? Can you see me and hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Cool. Yes, man. Coming through loud and clear. What's going on?
I'm at a Mannheim auction today. I've been in the transport parking lot, and now I'm in the dealer parking lot. There's nothing going on in the front parking lot, which is normal on a Friday. They usually shut down at noon anyway, back before COVID 19.
Right. Well, okay, so a couple months ago, would it be busy right now?
Not up front. Out back, it definitely would be. And like I said, I was out back, and it is busy. But I've talked to some of the drivers back there. Nobody likes the new process. You got to wait in line. Only 2 people on the lot. They'll take you to the car. You got to get your temperature. You got to wear a face mask. And for most car haulers, and I think we would all probably agree, we don't need anybody taking up more of our time. And that's a real huge time killer.
Yeah.
I'm hearing everybody say, and all in the name of safety, right? Well, I think my time's more important, especially when it's outside, and especially when the cars are closed and it's 85 degrees outside and nobody's been inside the car for how long. We know that the virus can't live in an 80-degree car.
That is a good point.
And
that is a good point.
I'm not even sure if it's a virus anymore. I'm starting to think it actually might be a bacteria, but who cares what I think, because I'm not a doctor. My point is if it is a virus, and if we do know it can't last in 80 degrees or more in the sun, and the sun's shining. Do you see the sun shining today? Look at that.
Yeah, it is a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day.
Beautiful, glorious day. I'm happy about it. But
I know, me too.
Sometimes have to question people's logic and cognitive reason.
And isn't that why it's good to see, like, the Las Vegas thing? Like, yeah, man, let's open things up, right?
Yeah. But, everybody's got their own stupid rule. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I finally got a haircut,
Hey.
Before I could get a haircut, I had to get my temperature checked, and I had to have a mask. And I went into another store today just to get something real quick, and I can't come in the store because I don't have a mask, And hey, it's your store. You do what you want, but I'm not doing business with you. Have a great day.
My money. Well, I'll tell you what, on this, what's fascinating is that, so Tuesday night, do you know what we have going on Tuesday night?
Tuesday night is that Ride Clean?
No, Ride Clean is in a week. Let me show you this. Because, I love to show off the thumbnails, right? Okay, so here's what we got Tuesday night. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday night, COVID testing. This is your favorite topic. Yeah, we got Gina and Jay. This is actually going to be, there'll be, it's going to be high information. And so it won't be everybody's cup of tea.
Those guys are full of crazy, wild information. I mean,
amazing.
They're like the doctors of the car hauling world, or whatever it is.
Whoa, doctors of car hauling. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I think
really
Gina,
are.
I think they would appreciate that. Well, they're going to be presenting a lot of great information. important information, and also
I think the last time that Gina was on the show, her and I disagreed on a couple things, so it ought to be good if I'm on there.
Yeah, exactly. I think you guys do. You guys have some healthy debate. Oh man, I think I left my word titles on the. I hate it when I do that. Yeah, I left the word titles. There's the clean image, as if anybody needed it. But I do I really want people to tune in Tuesday night, because what's fascinating is, remember the FMCSA Drug and Alcohol Clearinghouse?
Yeah.
Who's thinking about that right now?
Who's thinking about COVID-19 right now when you got Minnesota pretty much in flames?
Oh my gosh, no doubt. I haven't even mentioned Minnesota. And I try not to look at it. I mean, because I hate this problem that we have, and I don't know if it's ever going to get solved. I mean, why in the world was the guy doing that?
I don't know, but if we want to get off conspiracy theory and other stuff, get back to car hauling.
Yeah, we want to get back to car hauling.
Here's what I'm seeing. Car hauling is going to be fine. It's going to take off. Here's where I'm going to encourage anybody that has a fleet of more than 5 and has regular customers. I'm going to give you a quick tip of the day. You need to go talk to your customers ASAP. And I mean ASAP. And you need to know what day they buy cars, at what auction they buy the cars. Why am I saying this, Jay? I'm saying this because Manheim, what you just put up there on your screen, put it back up. I love it. I want to see that one more time.
Which one? Which one do you want to see?
When asked if they would be excited about it, he says, I hope not.
It's unbelievable. It's kind of, that is more shocking than Hertz going bankrupt.
Oh, no, it's not. And here's the thing. I've talked to several people after I found this article I talked to yesterday. And people forget this. I know this because I've been around a while. But hey, what happened to my screen? Where did I go?
Well, we still got the news, and you're still on my screen.
Okay.
So keep going.
Anyway, they've been planning this for a long time. I mean, I think it was 2005 when I first saw this simulcast idea. And I about wet my pants then. Because how do you find these guys who are buying these? If you own a car hauling business and you want direct customers, an auction is a great place to find them. But what are you going to do now?
The thing is, I think the question is, since cars are in the physical world, and there are so many, and they need to be marshaled somewhere, there's still going to be this digital meets physical, and someone's going to have to manage that solution. But it will change. It won't be what it was. Those thousands of Manheim employees that were furloughed were a lot of the folks doing the physical, the drive away, right?
Yeah.
Moving. And so if they can find a roboticized...
Right, but here's what I'm trying to...
I mean, I don't want to sound crazy, but they got to figure out a digital physical solution.
Right. So my game plan is to get some auction guys lined up and start having them on the show, because here's what I'm hearing. You know what I'm hearing? This really blows my mind even more. Everybody's like, yeah, so what?
Right. Yeah, right. Right. Because what they say, so what? What's going on with Central Dispatch?
Here's what I heard.
Right?
Here's what I heard. 2 people I talked to yesterday. Okay, remember last week, I think it was, maybe even Friday, we came out with the news that John Hillett?
Well, John Hallett is a name. What?
He's the car.
Okay, Car
Odessa.
Global. Okay,
Yeah.
Odessa. Yeah.
He said it first. I hope not. He didn't want any people. Manheim didn't want any people. So who wants people? So I call and talk to some of my auction guys, and I'm like, what do you think? It's all right. Let them do it. So I don't know what the plan is, but again, I'm going to stick with, if I'm a small independent auction, I'm going to open my doors, and I'm going to go after big accounts, and I'm going to have people there. The thing is, and I'm not trying to be a jerk at all, but I am saying I can see the value in not having people at my auction. And I can see that value because your liability reduces. And we've all heard the stories. I haven't seen it personally, but somebody's not paying attention in the car, driving it through the lane, runs over somebody, doesn't kill them, just injures them for life. That's worse than dying, right? Because the payout on that's for life. So the liabilities I get, the cars that catch on fire in the parking lot, the keys that come up missing, the fobs. I mean, there's a lot of expense to an auction that I don't know about. So I'm not going to knock an auction for wanting to make a profit and even keep people safe. But it just is hard for me to wrap my brain around the human interaction. Where did it go? Why do we not need that anymore? How do we find it? Where's it at? I like to talk to people and find out what's going on in their world. So I guess we'll have to do that online now, maybe?
Well, and that's why, okay, so two things there. One is, yes, as you were saying, talk to your customers, because the way you were interfacing with them is changing rapidly. And number two, I agree with you. Independent auctions are going to take advantage of larger auctions pushing all the people out, because somewhere, some way, there's people that still want to talk to other people face to face.
Yeah, there are. And what did Lance say the other day? He's like, that auction day was actually a day not just to go to work at the auction, but it's also a day to get away from work. And I've done it for a long time. And you go to places that it looks like you're just playing around, but you're gathering information and you're making relationships that may not prove to be anything today, tomorrow, or next week. But a year later, you're like, oh, yeah, I know that guy. He's got this stuff that I need. And I'll call, yeah, boom. It's because I met somebody, right?
Couple great comments in the live chat. Joseph McCleary says, this is a good argument to use and subscribe to Superflow and Truckify and others. Loads looking for the driver seems better than drivers searching for loads. Good point,
right,
Joe.
And see, that's where I think you're going to see the shift. Because, the majority, when you started your show, the majority of people, and you talked about it last Tuesday night on your show, that started out as small, and you started getting all these emails, and you give Ty a call. Ty, can you handle this? Sure, I'll handle this. So that's the group, and it's a larger group, I think, than people understand. It's the one truck trucks, right?
Oh,
the 1 ton and the 3 ton.
90% of the industry.
Yeah, those guys don't want to talk to people. They don't want to have relationships. They just want to drive their car. And okay, let's cater to that. I think that's the shift we're seeing is these car carriers for years really on it, and I'm not trying to be a jerk, but don't run their business like a business. And the customer, whether that be the auction or the dealer, they get pretty tired of it. I can't find the guy. The guy doesn't answer his phone. When I need him to go get the cars, he's never there. He's 12 states away. So, I'm not pointing any fingers. If anybody's responsible, it's me, right? I'm a carrier. But have I been doing my job right?
Well, and I want to say this, is that I tuned into, so every Wednesday morning, Automotive Logistics has their global webinar, and they did a May update, and globally, volume is down around 20%. So if you were a large carrier, business as usual, and you add up all the other factors, it ain't business as usual. This is where the individual owner-operator,
I've been out running around waiting for you to open up. Come on. When are you going to do it? I just read an article that said you're not going to. Yeah, from Sandy Schwartz, the guy that runs the whole auction. Yeah, you better go read it. That's a bad day for everybody.
I'll send him. Give me his email. I'll send it to him. By the way, Josh Marcus at Rockford Transfer, he says the question is that worth the amount of returns due to bad CR? And I think he's talking about the man basically digital, going fully digital.
Right, and see, I've talked to dealers that are subscribing to this idea,
Thanks,
trying
Josh.
to subscribe to it, and what happens, that's a great question, Josh.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I've been hearing. The CR reports suck. I get the car, it's not even close to what the CR report said. Now I've got to deal with trying to get the thing back. And now I got to fight with the auction. It's just, and I'm sure they'll figure out a way to make it work. But hey, while I got you, hold on 1 second. I got a special guest. Come here for just a second.
Oh, Josh says he's had a bunch of returns. Wow.
Yeah, you do a bunch of returns. This is my oldest daughter, Jade.
Hey,
Jade grew up with a dad who worked in the car hauling business. How was it, Jade?
It was hard.
It was hard? Yeah. Was I home all the time?
No.
No?
No.
Gone a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I did come home, we had a good time, didn't we?
Yeah.
What do you remember the most about me being a car hauler guy with a bunch of trucks?
You made a lot of money.
We made a lot of money, Jay.
That's
we had
good.
A good time.
That's
we
good. Hey,
hard.
that's what America's all about.
Yeah, we did. I was gone. There's sacrifices made in the family, but she turned out okay. Just a little messed up.
Well, hey, that sums up America.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. It's fine.
It's good stuff. We're all right. But I wanted to introduce Jade. Anybody got any questions for Jade?
It's awesome, man.
Daughter of the car hauling king.
Daughter of the car hauling king.
That's awesome.
It's good stuff. Anyway,
Yeah,
thanks,
man.
Jade.
Thanks for saying
Thanks
hello,
for
Jade. Awesome. Yeah, good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't even think Mannheim knows what's going on. I'm standing at a Mannheim sale, and one of the guys that works here doesn't even get it. So that's okay. And here's the thing. You got to watch this, too. I've seen this. There's regional concepts here, okay? Yeah. I'm not going to throw out Kansas City as nobody's ever going to have it to come to the auction again. Right. I can see them opening their doors. I really can. But, you know, that article, if you read that article, it goes in and says they've had, I think, 3 of their main sites that have been exclusive digital online sales for a number of more than months, I think, maybe even years, and they've been successful. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I just say go talk to your dealer. If you want to have your own customer, go talk to car dealers. Find out what days, when, what time, and start working with them. Hey, I can be there. You know, let me know. Call me.
And if you don't know how to talk to your customer or your dealer or the auction, talk to Ty. You can reach Ty at ctsbusinesscoaching.com. You can call Ty 417-483-2764. And seriously, we want you to join us. I'm going to put a link back in the, it's in the YouTube live chat. And I apologize, guys. I'm not monitoring Facebook. I had too many other things on my plate. But listen, if you click that autoconversion.net link, it'll take you to the Cars on the Move page. We're going to have our first Cars on the Move CTS Business Coaching Roundtable Monday night, June 1st at 7 o'clock.
It'll be good, too. I'm excited.
It'll be great. I know.
Yep.
Okay. Well, man, listen, thank you for the update. The sun is shining. Try to enjoy your weekend. I don't think I'll have to convince you to do that. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy it too. Jade and I are going to go have a good time.
Awesome. And everybody out there, thank you for watching. Please stay safe. Have a great weekend. Keep us posted on what's going on with you. Oh, by the way, hey, Joseph McCleary, our returns with ACV auctions happening too. Figured with 50 pictures and video of hearing it run. Plus, I think their policy relieves them of returns. Interesting, Joseph McCleary's talking about returns. Josh Marcus is talking about returns. This sure is going to get interesting. I smell a news story.
There's definitely something going on. I can't put my finger on it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Hang on. Well, it'll come together.
Hang on, everybody. We'll see you. And by the way, the new schedule. Hey, I'm just going to mention it right now. The new schedule is Tuesday nights live at 7. Wednesday afternoons with Ryan. Thursday, every Thursday now. Dispatching Live is now going to be every Thursday at noon. And State of Car Hauling will be every Friday at noon until we take it into the next chapter.
Ooh,
yeah.
I can't wait.
Boom.
Thanks, Jay.
Boom. I hit the microphone. Okay, guys, thank you. Oh, Copart does not take any. Right. Copart does. They forklift it out to you, and it's sayonara.
Gone.
Yeah, dude. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
All
bye.
right.
Take care, man. Thanks,
you. Man.
All right,
bye.
See you, dude. Bye. Okay, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really, stay safe, and they've been posting one photo images. Wow. Wow. Well, that's good. Thank you guys so much for that information. And as you can see, when you interact in the live chat, it helps guide the show and the narrative and the feedback. We want you to be part of the show. This is not just a one-way deal. This is a community effort, and that's why this channel keeps growing. and thank you for being a part of it. We really do hope that your business grows. Again, if you have any questions, if anything, just want to talk to somebody, check in with Ty. Please do join us for our events next week. Guys, stay safe. Have a great weekend, and we will see you soon. Take care.